Hello, everyone, and welcome to Movies and the People Who Love Them. My name's Emma. This is the show for anyone who's ever loved a movie for any reason. I'm here every week. I'm your host, and this is where I have anyone come on and they just tell me about 4 movies they love and why they're special to them. And this week I get to talk to Sarah.
Hello.
Sarah, how are you today?
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. This has been so fun. This is so fun because like Sarah and I, like strangers, basically. This is the first time we've ever met. Mm-hmm. And we've talked a little bit here and there, texted a little bit. Yeah. Been following on Instagram for a little bit and interacting there, but like we've never spoken.
Yeah. No, you walked in my door.
I did, and this was it. And I don't know, it's just been like so fun already is like chatting and stuff. And so I'm just I was telling Sarah before, I was like about to tell her this, and then I stopped and I was like, we'll save it for the episode because there's so much to say and I could really just like talk for 100 years. But like yours, I haven't seen. There were 3 of the 4 that I had not seen. And so I'm really excited to talk. It's going to be so fun. Before we get to it, will you just like tell us about yourself? What are you into? What do you like? What do you do?
I mean,
give us a little intro.
Anywhere else, it would be like lame to say like I'd love to watch movies and shows, but I love to watch movies and shows.
It's the best. Like that's my hobby. Yeah. I love it.
No, like my roommates know this. I just got a new roommate earlier this month, and I was like, you'll learn this about me, but like no matter what I'm doing throughout the house, there is.
I'd be watching something.
Yeah, like something is playing, and
it's
ADHD or it's just like screen addiction, whatever it may be, but like there's so many things to watch and I want to get through as many of them as I can.
I did an interview with a friend this morning, and like we were talking about the same thing. There's like so much to watch that it's sometimes overwhelming, but it's also like really exciting and there's so much to look forward to, you know what I mean? And so, no, it's true. It's like there's stuff to watch, there's stuff to do. You gotta watch stuff, so.
No, so love watching shows, movies. Live in Salt Lake, which is just hustle and bustle. Like, we're pretty much in the middle of it. It's great. I have 4 younger siblings that I love.
Yes.
I like to
Is it brothers and sisters?
1 brother, 3 sisters.
How? Okay, 1 boy.
There, which is not hard math, but
cool. Well.
My brother just moved to New York on Sunday.
No way.
So New York City, Big Apple, all the things, and
that's really exciting.
So excited. He's lived there off and on the last couple of years. But this is like the move.
That's what does he do?
He is interning at one of the Big 4 accounting firms.
No way.
Being a street photographer. Because he's the most right brain, left brain person I've ever met in my life.
Okay, so he can do it all. That's awesome.
He can do it all.
Really cool.
He's a junior Olympian cup stacker. Like we went to the Olympic, we went to Germany for cup stacking. So like he does it all.
I've never met anyone that even could say they were adjacent to that. That's like incredible.
And he hates movies. So I was going to say he should be on here. And I was like, no, he shouldn't because he hates movies so much.
Can't really, but I'm happy for him in every other way.
I know, I'm like, cool, you do your thing.
I love that. I love that you love your siblings. You talk about them like I feel like I talk about my siblings and like they're my best friends and they're so great. And like I just love them so much. And I know not everyone like having siblings isn't like guaranteed friends. I totally get that. But like I also kind of feel bad for anyone who doesn't have them. Yeah. And I know that that's its own unique experience, but I just love my siblings so much that like I wish everyone had them. You know what I mean? So
no, it's weird. I was talking to my sister. So it's me, my brother, then my 3 sisters. And I was talking to my middle sister, and tomorrow it's just she and I going over to my dad's because sister younger than her is on a mission, and sister younger than her is actually my mom and stepdad's.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like just me and my sister Molly going over to my dad's.
That's so fun.
It's weird.
It is weird. It's like, where's everybody? Yeah. That'll be kind of fun though. Hang out.
Cool.
I love it.
And her husband. I guess her husband can count.
He can tag along.
But yeah.
I love that.
Love them. I'm trying to think movie shows, puzzles, very much into puzzles.
Love a puzzle. How fun.
Puzzles and shows.
Love it. Good things to pair together.
Yes. Yeah. My friend makes fun of me because we have a TV. We have a big TV here in the living room. And when I'm working on my puzzles, I have my movie on my phone.
Really? You just like it closer?
I want to be able to do the pieces.
In like closer proximity.
Well, because I'm like, if I look all the way over here, that's not...
It's just not as convenient.
Yeah, but I'm like,
that's so
the
funny.
The tiny screen is out again. Like, the tiny screen is...
Like, leave me alone. I have a method, clearly.
Yes, exactly.
I think that's so fun. Also, do you want to your job is just so interesting. Do you want to share what you do?
Yeah.
Like,
So I work for a home care and hospice company
mhm.
and do like half billing and then half like the technical term is death doula.
Isn't that so interesting?
Yeah. So going into people's homes
Yeah.
and kind of talking the families through what's
Yeah.
coming up with death and what they should expect and all of that stuff.
I think that is like truly what an honor and like what a special
It's cool.
thing to be able to do and to like be trusted with, genuinely.
It's really, really cool. And
Yeah.
I really love doing it. And like I saw when my grandma was on hospice and
Mhm.
passing away, just like the people that were there and
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
like come be a part of that. And I felt like I was a big part of that too.
Yeah.
Same. My grandpa wasn't on hospice, but he was in the hospital.
Mhm.
And like just the people that like made a difference, good or bad. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is helpful. And
Yes.
it's like to be able to talk people through what is about to happen and like
Yes.
not warn them specifically, but just be like, this is what
Just like help
yeah.
prepare and like,
And it's
yeah.
like nurses are so overworked that they don't
Yeah.
have the time to sit down
Yes.
and be like, hey, technically this is what we're looking at. This is what's
Yeah.
happen. And so to be there and kind of be the voice of the almost social work aspect, but not
Yeah.
quite, just like the human contact piece of it is
Yeah.
amazing.
I love that. This is a question that might go nowhere, but have you ever seen the show Dying for Sex?
Yes.
Do you know what scene I'm talking about where like it's like I don't know if she's a nurse specifically, but she's kind of
Yeah.
talking about like the death process. Do you know what
Yeah.
part I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's really cool. I've actually never seen the show, but I've just seen like those clips and she's talking about like how like death is a very natural part, like your body knows what to do and how to
Yeah.
like expect. Do you feel like
I
that's
feel like
kind of
that,
what you
yeah.
do? That's
A
really
lot
cool.
of that. Yeah, that show.
And do you feel like it's kind of accurate what
it's
she
pretty
says?
accurate, yeah. And I feel like that show especially I thought was so fascinating.
I need to like actually sit down and
yeah,
watch it. Like
because I also like have wanted to and am in the process of going to grad school for sex therapy.
oh, no way.
And so like there's this aspect
That's like
of it.
both.
Yeah,
That's so
it's cool.
cool.
But yeah, it was pretty accurate and they're right. Like your body knows what to
Oh
do
my gosh,
when
that's
it's
so
dying.
interesting. Yeah.
I remember a few months ago, I was in an Uber
Uh-huh.
and this guy and I started talking and he was asking me about my work and we got on the topic of death and he
Yeah.
was like, I'm terrified of death.
You're like,
And
guess
I
what?
was
Don't
like,
be. Oh
yeah,
my
I
gosh,
know.
wait,
And
that's
it
so
was just this cool
cool.
moment where like even after we stopped, like we were at my destination and he just like kept talking to me and he's like, so you really don't think I need to be afraid of death? And I was like, no. Like I really don't think
Oh,
you do. And like I am not scared of death at all.
that's so
Because
awesome.
I'm
Like,
just like, it's either all over,
yeah,
it's black, or there's something
or there's something
cool.
awesome. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so great either
Yeah.
way. How
And
cool.
yeah, weird anecdote, but when I was 4, maybe 5, my dad broke his leg and they overdosed him on morphine, so he died. He technically died. And
he
he came back. Like
gosh.
they got him back.
Okay.
But he talks about just like
No
he didn't see
way.
like a bright light or anything, but he's like, I felt this just like calm.
Oh my
It's like
gosh. And
this
that's kind of like what she says in the show. It's like
yeah.
your body knows what to do and it's like it's okay and everything
Yeah.
is fine. Like, and it's calm and like
Yeah. And there's
how
also
interesting.
yeah, there's also like hormones that are released when we die that it's like a euphoria. It basically is like being on
that's
MDMA.
great.
And
Oh my
so it's
gosh.
like
It's like kind of something to look forward to.
yeah, I know. Someone I can't remember
when the
what-
time's right.
yes, some comedian was like, and God just like sprinkled in like, and here's some drugs on your way out. You've never
fun.
drugs. Yeah, just for fun.
You're
Here's
kidding.
some acid. It's like an acid
Wait,
trip.
that's so funny and cool and weird and
Yeah.
interesting.
And so it's like, it's not something to be afraid of. It really, like, it happens
Yeah.
to us all.
yeah.
And I've never been one who's like, and let's prolong life for
Yeah.
as long as possible. 'Cause
How interesting. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. You're the first death doula I've ever met.
it's a crazy job.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Anyways, I just wanted to like
Yeah.
you mentioned that you did that before again when we were like talking off the air and I was like, wait, hold on. I need her to like sprinkle that.
Yes.
So
No,
I think that's such a good intro. And I'm really excited to talk about your movies.
I am
What
too.
would you like to start with?
Let's start with IQ.
Let's do it. This is one. I'll tell you the one that I have seen when we
Yeah.
got to it, but this is one that I had not seen.
Okay.
I had not even heard of this
Yeah.
movie. So will you brief overview and then we can kind of like get into it?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is a Meg Ryan underrated classic.
Yeah.
And it's like within the same time period of her being very popular, but
Mhm.
it gets overlooked, and I don't really know why.
It's her and it's Tim
Tim
Robinson. Thank you.
Robbins?
I was like,
Is it
uh-oh.
Robbins or Robinson? I can't remember.
I think it's Robbins. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yep, I was wrong. Yeah.
And so Tim Robbins sees Meg Ryan, love at first sight. He's a mechanic. She's a mathematician.
Yeah.
She's working at this university. She's engaged to this guy who is just like no good. And she is also Albert Einstein's niece.
Yeah, like key. That's like
Which is
kind
like,
of the key of the whole
so
movie.
he, like they find this out, and so
Mhm.
Tim Robbins comes to him. His name's Ed, and he's like, Ed, do you want to date my niece instead of this guy that I really don't like? They call him the Rat Man.
They do because he's
he experiments on rats.
Yes, he's like kind of he does psychology, doesn't he?
He does,
kind of stuff. Yeah, and it's kind of that whole thing and
Yeah.
behaviorism and like
It's
stuff
Stephen
like that.
Fry, which like
Yes.
bless his heart.
Bless his heart, of course.
But yeah, it's Albert Einstein and his 3 German friends that are just all these
Yes.
crazy, like super smart old guys.
Yeah.
And they basically Cyrano Ed.
Yeah.
It really, and,
Yeah.
like, the Cyrano trope, I feel like is underrated, but it's also one of my favorite tropes
Yeah.
of all time.
Do you want to, for anyone that doesn't know, do you want to explain that?
So I mean, it comes from
The play.
The play,
Yeah.
where it basically is like the nerdy guy. It can take multiple forms, but
Right.
like the nerdy guy tells the jock what to say to impress the
Yes.
girl, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like you may have the looks, but I have the brains.
Right.
Like I think it's seen so often in shows where it's like, let me put an earpiece in your ear and like.
Do you guys remember Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Yes, okay, that's exactly
that's like the example that like I feel like is everyone will know when Zac Efron is he's trying to London is trying to talk to him, right?
Yes, I believe so.
And it's Maddie that's telling her like everything to say. And then turns out they like end up arguing anyways, but like then they make out Ashley
and it's the best
Zac
kiss.
Efron. It's the best kiss.
On
It's like
Disney
such
Channel
a good,
ever.
It is. I'm so glad you knew what I was talking about. Okay, sorry, keep going. So they kind of do this to him because he is a smart guy. He's really interested
totally
in space and
but
like
he didn't finish high school.
Exactly.
He just like hasn't had the same opportunities.
Yes.
And so he's just like this mechanic.
Yeah.
And so they're like, no, we're going to teach you everything we know about cold fusion.
Yes.
And like it's set in the 60s. It's right during Sputnik. It's during like
space
everything.
race.
It's the space race, all of that. And so they're like, okay, we're gonna teach you everything we know about this cold fusion project. And then they do. And like he comes to her and he's saying all this stuff and she's like, who knew this mechanic?
So smart. And he's like,
so
this genius, this like wonderkin.
Yeah, he's like so smart.
Yeah.
He's so cute. And my Uncle Albert loves him. It's crazy. This is so weird.
Yeah. I was like dying over I even said this in my like Letterboxd review. I was like, this could have just as well have been a love story between Einstein and his buddies and how much they love Ed. Like they're obsessed
100%.
with him. It's so cute and funny. Like he just has them wrapped around his finger and like they're just obsessed with him. Yeah. Like it's so funny. They would do anything for him.
No, they truly, and they do.
And they do.
One of my like favorite scenes of all time. There's a point where, I mean, Cyrano can only get you so far.
Right.
And there's practical applications.
Right.
And so her current fiance comes and is like, hey, we're going to test this guy.
I knew you were going to say this.
Sorry. And so he does really well on the practical parts because it's these puzzle boxes and he's a mechanic. It's great.
Yep.
And then it gets to this part where he has to solve 50 math problems.
And he's also like in front of everyone.
So many
like
people.
all these
it's
scientists, professors, they're like watching him solve it and it's like being projected what he's like working on and like and the answers that he's taking, like choosing. And so, keep going.
So there's A, B, C, D, and E. And so Einstein kind of looks around and they're all sitting everywhere in the amphitheater. And so then Einstein's like, no, okay. So they all come and like sit in this row. And he's like,
so funny.
I'm A, he's B, he's C, he's D.
Yeah.
And then Catherine, who's Meg Ryan, is E. And so at first he doesn't really catch on what's going on. And then finally he's like, oh, they're lined up just like these boxes. And so they do the craziest think they make the weirdest
The
noises.
noises. Oh yeah, they're like, again, old men just kind of just like sputtering and like
Yeah.
sneezing and like coughing and burping and
And
like
like
it's
have
so
their tie
like
like waving and
yes.
putting a napkin on their head, like the
Yes.
original Mr. Napkin head.
Yes, of course.
Like,
Oh,
like,
I love that movie
yeah,
too.
what a deep cut. But like, and then finally it gets to an answer where it's E.
Yeah,
And so he literally like twists her arm
to make her like yelp.
to
It's
make her
so
yelp. And
funny
he's like, "What are you
because she's
doing?"
not in on it.
Yeah,
It's so
'cause
funny.
she's,
Mhm.
but it's so like they really will do anything for this man.
Yeah, it's so again, and they do. It's
And they do.
so funny. So like you mentioned, this is like really kind of like deep cut, underrated.
Yeah.
Where did you like? And again, I hadn't heard of it. Like,
Yeah.
where did you first see this movie?
Okay, so
how did you come to this?
in 8th grade,
Eighth grade.
my parents went out of town to Costa Rica.
Okay.
R.I.P. my parents' marriage.
Oh,
No.
I was like, I thought you said the dog was still alive. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, hold on.
No.
Okay,
R.I.P. my
okay.
parents' marriage.
Mm,
But no,
yeah.
it's okay. They're better as friends.
Yes,
Anyway,
of course.
not the point. But they went out of town to Costa Rica, and so I stayed with a friend,
Okay.
my friend Cynthia. And we were just like watching movies, and she had all these DVDs, and this just happened to be one that she had.
Okay.
And we watched it, and from like the rest of the week, I was like, "So can we watch IQ again?" And I proceeded to be the most annoying person ever, but I was like, "So can we watch IQ again?"
I
And like
love
became
it.
this comfort movie for me,
Yes.
where I was like, I just remember sitting on this air mattress in her basement, just watching it like over and over.
That is so fun. So it's
And-
kind of always been a part of
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
since I was like that old, and so my dad has aphantasia, which
Me too.
Okay,
I can't freaking picture anything in my head.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Because so the aphantasia, not being able to picture anything, there's the classic test of like the apple.
Apple.
I have the opposite.
No
Where I
way.
can truly I can track you through scenes of a movie. And I think it's why I love movies.
I wish I had that. I'm so jealous. Like,
And I think people
Wow.
either like who love movies either like
Are
have
either in.
it at not at all or the most, because
I think that would track. Yeah.
and it's almost like you can't really remember, so you almost get to watch things over
Yeah,
and over again,
yeah.
which is cool. For me, it's like, oh yeah, I know this part.
You could like close your eyes and watch it in your head.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Like
that's
I can
so
picture
fun.
being there on that air mattress watching
Oh,
it. Like,
that's fun.
I can go back there, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I
yeah.
love that. Do you think that that's kind of the biggest reason that it's like stayed a favorite is like the nostalgia, like memory part of it, or like what has kind of kept it a favorite for so long for you?
I think there's so you'll see this in the next one, the next movie too, but there's something to be said about I have always felt way more connected to like the female main character who's more intellectual and like
mhm.
rational
Mhm.
than she is like falling all over herself.
Yeah.
And I love Meg Ryan, obviously, in Sleepless in Seattle and When You've Got Mail.
Yeah.
But she is more like susceptible to the romance, and she's great in those.
Yeah.
But this, I feel so connected to her, where she's just like, no, like I don't need
Yeah.
like this man who I'm already engaged to is fine.
Right.
And like it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm working on my math. And then she gets a little bit unsure of herself at
Yeah.
some point. And like
Right.
she just feels so relatable. So I think
Right.
a lot of it is that for me. And also
Okay.
I'm a sucker for this time period. I love this time period.
Yeah.
It's so
There's
good.
something lovely about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you kind of like feel like do you see yourself in her
I do.
a lot?
Yeah,
I love
I
that.
do kind of see myself in her, where I'm like, okay, yeah, I can totally see this. And there's the moment where he like falls in love at first sight, and she's just kind of like,
She's
hey.
like, whatever. Yeah, she like doesn't even pay
She's-
attention.
yeah, she's
really.
like- But she also kind of does,
She
because she
kinda-
messes
yeah.
up her words. Like,
yes,
2
yeah, you're
minutes
right.
later.
Yeah,
because he's falling in love, and she's kind
Yes.
of like, oh, weird. But it isn't until she sees him at the symposium that she's
Yeah.
like,
She's
has
like,
that
hold
own-
on.
her own moment of,
Yes.
like,
yeah.
wait, do I love him?
Oh, that's really fun.
And so yeah, I think there's the nostalgia, and then
Yes.
there's just like I just keep coming back to it.
Yeah, and it's the romance, and it's like
The
the love
romance.
story, and like,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I told
love
my
it.
roommate the other day, I was like, if a movie or a show doesn't have at least like some undertone of romance, like I don't want it.
You're like, I'm here for the love. Okay.
I know. I'm like, I need like.
I was gonna say that is
side
a
plot.
theme in your like 4.
Oh yeah,
we'll see. Yeah,
absolutely.
we'll get there to
Yeah.
all of them. I love
Let
that.
me see if I have any other notes that I really, really wanted to go on this one. Yeah. So there's this. I think I was going to say other things I was going to say that I majorly highlighted was one. This has a great soundtrack. Like
It
just
does.
like
Yeah.
the boppiness of just like the background.
Again, that kind of like
music.
time period
Yeah,
of like
exactly.
that vibe and like
Yeah. And then a big thing that is not the key point, like you could totally do without it
Yes.
in the plot, is that there's Boyd's Comet that happens at the very end of this movie.
Yeah.
And it's named after her dad. And her dad has
Yeah.
passed away, which is why she's so close to her Uncle
Yes.
Albert.
Yeah.
And like there's this moment where the comet comes and it's just this full circle moment. And I love that. Like, I think
because she
it's so
believes
cool.
like that's her dad coming
Yeah.
back to like kind of say hi and like check on her
And so
almost.
she's
And
like,
it's like,
hi, Dad.
yeah,
Like,
it's really cute.
Yeah,
it's
so
really cute.
Yeah. Also, there's just like this random cameo of obviously not himself, but like President Eisenhower just like showing up.
Yes. Yeah.
And she and Ed literally make out / fight in front of the president of the United
that part
States.
was so funny. Oh my gosh.
Like,
that was so funny. It's like,
can't
isn't that
imagine.
right after I watched this a couple weeks ago, so I'm like trying to remember
you're good.
exactly what happens, but like, isn't that right after she finds out that he's
so
been
that's
lying
why.
to her?
So she figures it out because he is the one who tells her like question everything.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the only like points at which I'm not all for the 4 older men is there's a point where they're like, we don't want her to find out. We need to almost like gaslight her. And Ed is like, no.
Yeah.
Like,
I really
want her to
like
have
that.
confidence in herself.
Yes.
And so he's like, question everything.
Yes.
And so then he's like, I need to tell her, but she finds out before he can tell her.
Yeah.
And so he kind of chases her down in his motorcycle.
Yeah.
But he's also taken Albert Einstein.
I was going to say, hold on. Yeah. Albert Einstein rides on the back of it.
Yeah,
like, which, who knew?
Wahoo. Incredible. Also, last line
that
of the
doesn't
movie.
happen in Oppenheimer, I'll tell you that.
It doesn't. And that's really what's missing. But like he chases after her and is like, I was gonna tell you. And then she's like, President Eisenhower thinks you're proposing to me right now. Like,
so we're gonna have to fake it.
And
like,
then she like bites him.
It's so yeah, she's like kind of beating him up and like, but they're trying to
pass it off,
make everything look nice for President Eisenhower. It's so funny.
And like, okay, this did not happen now.
Yes.
But like, okay.
I love it. It's just like the kind of movie that I love that's kind of how you found it was like random DVD because it feels like, and I mean this is a compliment because like so many of like movies that I love I have found this way of it's like random DVD that you find or like on the shelves at the library that's like very random. Do you know what I mean? Or like $5 movie bin. Like it's like kind of you and you like never would have like found it otherwise and then but you're so grateful.
Yeah, no,
it becomes your favorite movie. No, I love that. I think that's so fun. I think that's one of the funnest ways that we come to our favorite movies.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And just like having that nostalgia of it.
And that like vivid memory.
Yeah. And so it's just, and I love recommending it to people because I'm like, I promise you'll love it.
And you also haven't seen it probably.
And you haven't seen it. Yeah. And like.
It was so fun.
Yeah, it's such a good one.
It was so fun. And the concept is like, you just you're like, how did someone come up with this?
I know.
Where did this come from?
Did somebody get Cyrano's by Albert Einstein and they took it from journal entries?
Yes, yes. You're like, was this based on a true story?
Yeah. And you hope so.
Fun.
You really hope so.
But you do.
And it's Walter Matthau that plays Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
And truly.
Just like really endearing.
So good.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Yeah.
And like part of the lore of this movie, it's set in 1955. And it's the year that he goes on to pass away. And so like
it really that kind of like at least starts to come in a little bit at the end. He's like
where he like has
problems.
Health scares. Yeah. And so like even though she's fictional, all this fictional, it's like he can go because she's taken care of and he does.
And
like,
it feels good.
Yeah.
And so it was a really fun watch.
I'm all about a happy ending too.
Oh, of course. I love it.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share about IQ?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Just go watch it. It's a good
so
one.
Fun. And it's like a quick, easy watch. Like it's so fun. Yeah.
It's one of those that's just fun. Also, like random cameo from Tony Shalhoub. And we love
I love that guy. I love when he shows up on my screen. Oh my gosh.
Me too.
You're right. I totally forgot. He's one of like Ed's mechanic friends.
He's the boss of the mechanic shop, and he's like, "You're never gonna have a chance with this girl." And like,
love that
Tony
guy.
Shalhoub is amazing.
He's the best.
Yeah. So go watch it.
I'll end on Tony Shalhoub with IQ. Obviously, the best place to.
I know. I'm like, amazing.
I love it. Number 2. Okay. Where do you want to go from here?
So the female brain.
I was going to say that's kind of adjacent.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Okay. Give us a synopsis of this one. This one's a bit more recent, semi.
Yeah. So the female brain follows Julia Brizendine, who is this neurologist, and she is working on the differences between male and female brains. Mm-hmm. And she's working in her lab, and what she's currently working on is that every test she runs shows certain weaknesses in women, and she's trying really hard to kind of make this not happen. And so she keeps running these tests over and over again, and is just seeing things that she doesn't want to see. Also, it's an ensemble cast. There's
big ensemble.
Different.
Yes, Beanie Feldstein is in this.
She's the assistant. James Marsden is in there. And like so many random people that you're like, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, I love when in a movie that when people just show up that you're not expecting. Do you know what I mean? That like you just weren't expecting them to be in it, and it's so fun. And you're like, oh my gosh, I love that guy.
I know, you're like
and it's so fun. Yeah. So I think that's so true in this one. Yeah.
So she shows kind of the differences between the male and female brain through these different relationships. And there's, I think, 3 main relationships she's looking at. There's a couple that's been married for like 10, 15 years. There's a couple that's been dating for 2 or 3 years. And then there's a couple that's dated a year, married a year. And so you just like see the differences in their communication. So this is a book.
Yes. This one was very interesting to me because, another one I hadn't heard of. When I like looked it up, when you first like said this was going to be one of them, it was like a quick look up to see what, what all 4 were. And then I went and watched it. But like when I first quick looked it up, it almost seemed like a documentary. And then I was like, oh wait, this is not a documentary.
You're like, it's Whitney Cummings?
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, what's going on? and so then I looked more into it, and then I saw it. Yeah, it's an adaptation.
Yeah. So the book was one of my textbooks in college.
No way.
And I loved it. And like, I have multiple copies of it. I will recommend it to everyone, especially men in my life that like want to get to know female brains more.
I really want to read it now.
It's so good. And she also did one, the male brain, and it's structured a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But the female brain, a big thing about it that she talks about, Luann Brizendine is the author, and she talks about how so many of our assumptions about brains and about people come from us studying the male brain. And we just assumed that the female brain was the male brain packed into a smaller space. And
they're like,
and of
good
course,
grief, like come on. Yeah.
But it's so different. And so she highlights, and it's highlighted in the movie, so many important things. And before I recommended this, I was like, I need to go and fact check like all the things they say.
Right.
And I was pretty sure that they kept it pretty accurate. Right. And they do.
I love that. That feels good, especially and like when you love a book so much, and when it's like I think such important subject matter too.
Yeah, and like this is a scientific book. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what she's saying, it's kind of interesting where she talks about like there's a scene where the girlfriend is like picking at a pimple on her boyfriend's back.
Oh yeah,
and it's like oxytocin is released when women do this. And it's like, there's a real thing.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
People are such freaks. I love people. Honestly. I love the weird things that we do and like the weird like little connections that like make us feel close to each other.
Yeah.
Like, and I think to me, that's kind of like something that I pulled out of this one and like a big thing I felt about it. And so I love that about it. Yeah.
And just, you see just like the different things where it's like, well, women do this because they're crazy. And it's like, no.
It's like, no, actually, that's very sexist. And there's all these reasons. And
like there's so many more reasons. And like our fight or flight is so much more like in tune. And she's like, it's one of my favorite quotes that she says is she's like, it's because we're usually smaller and full of holes. And I was like, honestly, like we're susceptible to like that's terrifying.
Yeah,
like a horrible way to put that. But like, we have to be way more on guard.
Yeah.
And she also talks about like gossiping is like
Yeah.
an evolutionary thing, and it's true. Like I point that
Oh,
out to people
yeah.
too, because I'm like, I don't want to harmful gossip, but like
It's also
gossiping
a way of
is, yeah, it's
protection
a way
and
of
like,
protection. Like it passes
yes.
information.
Yeah.
And like it's same with men, like how territorial they
Yeah.
are. And like you
Yeah.
see that so much in
Yeah.
this film, and it's crazy.
Yeah. No, I think that's so cool. When did you see this for the first time? Did you read the book
I
before?
read the
Okay,
book
okay.
before. So I read the book in college, loved it,
Yeah.
purchased a copy, and then it wasn't until probably 2021.
Okay. Okay. So
Um,
and this came out in 2017, so it
yeah.
was a few years after. Okay.
Yep. And I just happened to be, I think I was just like scrolling, trying to look, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I wonder, like, it has the same name as this book. I wonder. And I watched it
Yes.
and instantly fell in love with
Oh my
it.
gosh, I love when that happens. It's like a book that you like love so much
Yeah.
that you didn't know they made a movie of.
Yeah.
And then what's even better is because that sometimes makes you a little
Sometimes
nervous.
it's
It's like a
so
little
bad.
scary and it's so bad and it's like devastating. But then when it's good, it's like the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
And when you love it just as much and when you feel again, the source material that is so important to you that is important just on a subject level, like that's just it's all good. That's
Yeah.
a double whammy, you know?
No, and it really is like, it has terrible reviews on IMDb. Like it's so badly rated, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I will go to my grave that I love this movie
Yes.
so
Well,
much.
and here's the thing, like this it doesn't matter. Like if
Yeah.
you love it, who cares? Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't matter. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Meg Ryan in IQ. I
Yeah.
feel such a kinship with Julia Brizendine.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask next was like kind of because again, it feels like a little bit adjacent. Like they kind of feel similar. Do you
Yeah.
kind of see yourself in her as well?
Yeah. So there's so much about her that I see myself in her. Shout out to all the Enneagram 5s out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
I'm a 9. I
okay,
love
there you
it.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Which like being a female Enneagram 5 is
Yeah.
just like this trip because you're all in your thoughts and not in your emotions. And
Okay.
that's kind of what she is talking about the whole time, where she's
Yeah.
like, she says like, I have hacked my brain chemistry so that I
Yeah.
don't need to be all the things that women need. And she also just like some of her little idiosyncrasies, like she has this gray drink that it's
Yeah.
called Soylent, and she drinks it for all of her meals.
Also, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's like
It's like Captain Holt with his nutrition bricks on Brooklyn
Yeah.
Nine-Nine. And I feel that so deeply because I hate feeding myself. Like
No, I kind of do too, actually.
Yeah.
Like it's not in. I need this to be very clear. It's
Yeah.
not in like a unhealthy and
Disordered,
eating way.
no.
No. It's like a chore. It's like
yeah.
when I think about the fact that I have to like plan meals for 3 times a day for the rest of my life,
Uh-huh.
and like execute, prepare, shop, cook.
Yeah.
I'd rather die.
No.
Like I hate that. And
One of
so
my best friends
I
last
do relate
year
to that so deeply.
meal prepped for me, and I was like, this is
Oh,
the greatest gift you could
It's
ever
the
do.
I live with my parents right now,
Yeah.
and my mom makes me like a massive smoothie every single morning that is like it's like big enough and dense enough with enough stuff that it's like breakfast and
Yeah,
lunch basically,
and
and
you're
it's
like,
the best thing in the world. Like I love it so much, and
Yeah.
I'm dreading when I have to leave.
You're like,
So I'm like, what if I stay forever?
Yeah. Like, what if
Um,
you just packed all of the ingredients in?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
that's how I feel with this. Where she's
Yeah.
like, it's Soylent, like, and she talks about, she's like, I get endorphins from my friends and from my dog.
Yes.
Like, I get dopamine from work. I get
Yeah.
all and I'm like, she's like, I have hacked my brain.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need all of this, like,
Yeah.
extra stuff, whatever. I have hacked my brain. I don't need all
Like
this.
I'm content. And also I think like when I'm like speaking from my own experience, like for most of my life I had been like alone, you know,
Yeah.
and like I think you also get really used to that, and like you also find the things that you really love and you find what makes you happy alone, and you
Yeah.
genuinely really come to like love your life and like really enjoy it, and that can stay true. And again, you can like kind of hack your brain, like she's
Yeah.
saying, to be just as content, but like I don't know, do you want to like go into the ending and everything? Because like it kind
Yeah.
of just becomes like a bonus, like that you totally can be happy on your own, but like also everyone deserves love, and like
Yeah.
it makes everyone's lives better, you know? And so it's not that you'll be unhappy without it, but like it's just like the cherry on top,
Yeah.
you know? So
in one of her MRI scans comes Kevin.
Yeah.
And Kevin is the biggest green flag
he
I've
is,
ever
yeah,
met in my
yeah.
life. Unfortunately, James Marsden is a pretty red flag in this movie. And here's the thing. I love James
Tragically.
Marsden.
Yeah.
I met James Marsden
No
up in Jacksonville
way.
a couple years
How
ago.
random.
Very random. And I couldn't think of a single role that he had ever been in. And
You know
so,
what my number one would be?
oh, what is it? Please tell me.
Prince Edward,
Okay.
obviously.
See, I thought
I
about
love him
that
so
later.
much. Yeah.
All I could say to him was, I loved you as Corny Collins. Spray. And then he walked away, and that was it.
You're like,
And I was
I'm
like,
so glad.
Corny Collins.
Here's the thing. Obsessed with that role.
Yeah, I was like,
I love it.
And I was like, this is one of my favorite movies. And I still
Yes.
couldn't
No.
pull this out.
Well, that's what happens
Yeah.
sometimes. Is like in the moment, you're just like, well,
Yeah.
that's what happened. Just happened.
happened.
Corny Collins.
No, she meets Kevin, and
Yeah.
Kevin is the biggest green flag.
Mhm.
Kevin immediately, she has this moment where she's kind of, it's not love at first sight because she doesn't
Mhm.
believe in that. But I've had one of these moments before where
Mhm.
someone comes into my life unexpectedly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
There's
this
just
is
like
going to
something
shake-
special. Yeah, you
this
can
is
kind of
going to
tell.
shake something up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he comes and immediately throws her off her game. He's
Yeah.
so funny. He's
Yeah.
so genuine. He's so sweet. He literally goes into the MRI machine and he was like, okay, bye, love you. And she's like, what? So very soon afterwards, my favorite scene of the whole show, she and Abby, her assistant, Beanie Feldstein,
Yes.
are walking through the college campus and her phone starts ringing.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, who calls anybody anymore? Whatever. She picks up and he's like, hi, it's Kevin from the MRI machine.
Yes.
And she's like, how did you get this number?
Yeah.
And Abby turns around and she throws her water at her. She's so mad.
He's a good guy. She's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. And she's
it.
like, why would you do this? Like, why would you possibly give him my number?
Right.
And I have had this crash out.
Mhm.
I've had this crash out of being on the phone with a boy I like. I've had this crash out.
Oh,
of
of
just, like,
course.
any moment like that, but just the pure, she just like keeps throwing things. And she's like, I obviously can't date my patients. And he was like, shut up with your lame excuses and let me be a cutie pie. And like,
He is. He's just a tender, sweet, like.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so they go on this date. She proceeds to try to open her own car door, which I have done so many times
Mhm.
in my life where I'm like, no, you don't need to be.
Yeah.
And he goes, fine, you go on the date, you tell me how it was. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, it's me. Like if somebody called me out, like
I forgot about that line.
And
Yeah.
he's just like,
Yeah.
no. And he's like, I forgot you're not a girl. Like
Yeah.
totally just calls her on it.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie pretty much proceeds to pursue her
Yeah.
and is just the biggest green flag. Finds out that she does have romantic history in her past and she's just really scared and
Yeah.
damaged.
Yeah.
And she talks about that when she talks about the neuroscience of
Yeah.
you can be all these things and women can look like this, but if you have emotional trauma, it will look
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
And like she really acknowledges that
Yeah.
through the whole movie, and I think that that's really important.
Yeah.
And so I think he is an incredibly healing character.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, no,
Yeah.
like this is who you are, and like you think you can hack your chemistry, but like I'm still here.
Yeah.
She fully intends to just basically use him as a hookup.
Yeah.
Takes
Yeah.
off her shirt at the end of the date and it's just like, here. And he's like, no, I think I just want to get to know you better.
Yes. And
Like, no guy in history of ever.
right. And she's like kind of been used to this the whole time. And the studies that she's doing, like she's all this is like what she thinks that he wants.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Yeah. I just kind of love that. It's kind of like, I don't know. I'm choosing how I like say this next part. Like there are all these stereotypes and assumptions of men largely based on truth in a lot of ways and experience and societal conditioning and all of this. And I'm not, but anyways, I kind of love that this movie is like but also there's the good ones. Don't write it all off because they're out there. Because I don't know, it's kind of just like the message that you hear sometimes of like, okay, well, if I'm, and not like me specifically, but just like the general message of, you know, I'm good and I'm full of love and I like, I'm not the only one in the world. You know what I mean? There has to be someone else like me. And I just, to me, that's also kind of what this movie feels like.
No,
yeah.
And it's true. And like she ends up getting the brain scan herself.
Yeah.
Because she's she learns, like, you actually can't hack your brain. Like, you actually can't
Yeah.
do
People are weird and complex. Like, there's
and,
actually,
like, you
you can only do so much.
bowl over your
hmm
natural instincts and,
hmm
like, she has to be a girl still.
hmm
She just
hmm
does.
Yeah. And it's okay that she ends up wanting love. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's so fine. It doesn't make her any less.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't make her any less smart. And like, doesn't discount past experiences that she's also had. And like, it's just kind of a movie of a lot of things being true at once. And I really I love a movie like that.
I
Like,
do
I love a
too.
message like that. Yeah.
It's very
Anything else
sweet.
you want to, anything else you want to share about it?
Yeah, I think that was
We kind of hit
honestly
everything. Oh, perfect.
we hit
Look at
most
us
things.
go.
Like, it's
Good.
yeah, it's just and also, like, I'm all for an ensemble cast.
Yes.
My one critique of this movie is that they never kiss. Not once.
Yeah, which is so interesting.
And that always, like, he says that when she's like, "We can have sex," and he's like, "Maybe we should kiss first." Even in the final, like,
Mhm.
coming to see him scene, like,
Yeah.
no, they still don't kiss, and it drives me a little bit
Did
insane.
you see Twisters?
Yes.
That's how I felt about Twisters.
Yeah, no, same.
I was like, their chemistry's so good. They're like obviously so good. Kiss.
What? Yeah, I
They're
know.
at it's like an airport chase scene practically.
No,
they
I felt
don't
the same.
kiss.
I know.
I was so mad about it.
No,
Not
honestly.
not everyone has to kiss in every movie, but there's some movies where like, what are we doing? Why
Well,
are we
it's
not
like,
kissing?
if this is the main,
If that's the whole point, why are you not
and, like,
kissing?
with their relationship?
Yes.
Like,
Kiss.
like, I feel like someone with their Barbies.
I know.
And
I'm
now
like, push them together and like kiss. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I just,
Yes.
it's funny because I've tried, just like Dr. Brizendine,
Yep.
have tried to, like, push this part of my
Yeah.
personality
Yeah.
down where it's like romantic at
Yeah.
heart. But I always think about my cousin when I was little. She wrote a
Yep.
poem and, like, a line for each member of our family.
Oh.
And she talks about and she says, like, and then there's Sarah, who loves to dance, and although she's only 7, she dreams of romance. And, like,
Oh, that's
that
really
has stayed
sweet.
so true.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that, like, what you, and especially like a family member, someone like a little cousin,
Yeah.
like, I love that that's what she knows you for, is that
Yeah.
you're literally full of love.
Yeah,
And
she
like
was
that's what
11
you,
and she,
that's
like,
the
picked up
cutest
on
thing
it.
I've ever heard in
No.
my life.
And so
What an honor.
I know. And so I think
Aw.
about that where I'm like, yeah, I do dream of romance with that. Like,
Yes.
what a
What a better
capacity.
thing to live for.
I know.
Like, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an honor. Genuinely. Like, that's
No,
such a
it's
compliment.
so
I think
cute.
that's so sweet.
I need to have her find that poem because she's
and
kept
like
all of her
frame it.
poetry.
Yes,
I'm like,
so
I want it.
cute.
And I'm like, do I get that tattoo? Do I get that?
I think
like,
you should.
yeah,
I think you should.
honestly.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So, like, there's a
perfect.
through line for all these movies.
There
and
is.
That's the reason.
It's love, baby. Oh my gosh. Number 3.
Yeah, speaking of love, 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of so much love.
Yeah, so
yes.
much love.
Yeah. Yeah. Little overview of this one.
Cult classic.
Classic. Oh,
You're
I'm
good.
kicking your table. Sorry.
It
Gosh.
rolls, it's good. It's perfect for puzzles because it rolls.
Yeah, it moves around.
Hugh Grant
Yes.
is always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Yeah.
He is he has all these weddings for all of his friends,
mhm.
and he's constantly late, which is
Mhm.
great.
It's so fun.
Every
My like favorite part of this movie is them getting ready every time and
No,
like panicking and like
every
it's
time.
so funny and the alarms are going off and it's
All
so
movies.
funny.
And so they go to this wedding, and it's wedding after wedding, and the first wedding he meets Andie MacDowell.
Mhm.
And Andie MacDowell,
She's so pretty.
she's effortlessly beautiful and classy.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed
Yeah.
with her. She is just beauty and grace.
Yeah. She is so pretty. And her daughter is too, for sure. I love Margaret Qualley.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
And like she has aged beautifully, like her
Yeah.
gray.
Oh, I'm
I could talk
obsessed.
about her forever.
I love like a long hair gray moment too.
no,
like
same.
I just anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
not
I
the
know
Andie
I'm like-
MacDowell show.
I know.
like,
So now this is just an Andie MacDowell podcast.
I love it. No, I totally get
I
it.
think I was gonna say Cara's gonna come up.
Oh, you're so fun. Bye, Cara. It was really good to meet you. Bye.
Thanks. So he meets Andie MacDowell, and it's like love at first sight.
Mhm.
And I too would turn down staying at a castle if I had a crush on a person and would go stay at like a crappy pub.
Yeah.
Like that's absolutely something
Yeah.
I would do.
Yeah. And she's it's kind of like an adventure for her too, because she's American. She's like here because it takes place in the UK.
Yeah.
And so it's like this adventure, and she meets this really cute British boy. And
yeah.
like
And she's like, okay, this
Yeah.
connection. So they end up like having this magical night together.
Yeah.
And then she has to leave.
Yep.
And he's obviously devastated
Yeah.
because love of his life.
Yeah.
Goes on. There's another wedding.
Yep.
It's funny because it's like there's this through line of people who seem hopeless at
Yeah,
one wedding
yeah.
and then they make out at the end of the night and it's
Yes.
their wedding next.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite.
No,
like my favorite part.
love that.
Yep.
Where it's so cute. And so he has this group of friends and they're all like, it's none of their weddings
Yeah.
ever. And they're just constantly single. And some of them are totally good with that. And
Yeah.
some of them are not. He has these two guy friends that have been in a committed relationship with
Mhm.
each other. But of course it's the 80s, 90s. Like this is not allowed.
Mhm.
But they go to more weddings. He keeps running into her. At
Mhm.
any point, it's just like the timing is not matching up.
Mhm.
And this rewatch made me think of the quote from How I Met Your Mother,
Mm.
where it's like, if you have chemistry, you only need one other thing, and it's timing.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt
Yeah.
about them, where it's like the timing is always off because she comes and she's engaged to somebody else.
Yep.
And then he goes and like she actually ends up marrying the
Yep.
guy. And spoiler alert, it's really old. I'm like, you've had plenty of time.
Yeah.
And so like the through line is their love for each other, but only seeing each other at these weddings.
Yep.
And at her wedding, one of his best friends has a heart attack. And
it's really sad.
It's so heart-wrenching.
Mhm.
And I like having to watch that funeral, 4 weddings and a funeral. That funeral is an incredibly tough watch because it being him, he is like
It's the gay couple.
Yeah.
One of the ones
and
that
he's
passes.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember his name right now.
Me neither. I've
I
literally been
have
trying to
it
think of
written
it.
down.
It's yeah.
Gareth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so Gareth passes away and he's like the life of the party. He's
Yes.
this, like big, bold Scottish
Yes.
man. And then his partner has to get up there and they
No, I
introduce him
can't.
as his closest friend.
Yes.
And it's horrifying.
Yes. The to me, like the romance is like kind of the weddings and like the relationships are kind of the center of the movie or like the point. But to me, like the most romantic and the most like beautiful declaration of love comes from like this speech. To me,
Yes.
this is like the most beautiful part.
So the W.H. Auden poem
Oh yeah.
that he recites, I like fundamentally changed my brain chemistry the first
Yeah.
time I heard it. I just remember like listening to it, and it's the Stop All the Clocks W.H. Auden poem.
Mhm.
When my grandpa passed away a few years ago, I literally turned this movie on and I watched just that scene probably 15 times
Oh my gosh.
just to like hear it over and over again
Yes.
because I was like, yeah.
Like you get it in like a
Like,
different way.
Yeah. So I was like, no,
Yeah.
stop all the
Yes.
clocks. We have to be done. And so
Oh.
watching that, oh yeah, their love for each other
Yeah.
is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And like the inability to acknowledge what they
Mhm.
really were to each other is awful.
Yeah.
It gets heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's so cute because like the two main characters, he has a heart attack at her wedding, so she comes to the funeral.
Yeah.
And then it's not long after that she's like, yeah, it's not gonna work out with my husband.
Mhm.
And they have their confession of love in the rain. A
Mhm.
British confession of love in the
Mhm.
rain is all anyone can really
Of
ever ask
course.
for.
It's the dream, baby.
The dream. Yeah, so I'm like, we have the sad parts of the funeral, but
Yeah.
like truly this movie is just amazing. It's
Mhm.
got like these little parts that are heartwarming
Mhm.
and hilarious.
Mhm.
Charles, the main guy, has a deaf brother. And
Yes,
the
yeah.
very first wedding,
Yeah.
this girl sees him and is like, "Why are they doing sign language? Learn sign language to meet
Yeah.
him and, like,
Yeah.
fall in love
It's so
with him later," and, like,
cute.
it progressively gets
Yep.
and they end up getting
Yep.
married, and it's so
Yeah.
cute. I'm like,
Yep.
that was so ahead of its time, like,
Yeah.
the sign language representation
Yes.
is and she's so bad at it, and he's like,
But
"This
it's the effort
great."
and it's the
Yeah.
It's I
And
love it.
like, that is so cute, and, like, probably the funniest, best scene of this movie is I believe it's the second wedding.
I know,
Charles
I get
gets
them all mixed up.
I
I'm
do
like,
too,
okay,
'cause I'm
which one?
like,
Like,
"Who
there's
even
so
knows?"
many. Yeah.
He gets trapped in this room, and the brand new
Yeah.
newlywed couple comes in
Yes.
and has sex, and he's, like, in the corner, and it's
And he's
dark,
like, "Oh my gosh."
and
Like,
he's, like, trying
yes.
to sneak out,
I think it
but
is
he
the second
can't.
wedding. I
Yeah, I
can't
think so.
It's really funny.
It's Lydia
Yeah.
and Bernard, and, like, they're just, like, the cringiest people you've ever met, so it's even worse.
Yep. It's, like, painful.
It's so
like
painful, and, like, the things they're saying to each other,
Oh,
like, no part of it
bananas.
yeah,
It's insane.
no part of it is dirty, it's just
Bizarre.
and you're like
It is. It's like
And-
secondhand cringe embarrassing. You're
no,
like,
and he, like, tries to leave,
Yeah.
realizes it's a closet, so he has to just stand there and wait it out, so they're finally done,
yes.
and then they're like, "Let's go for round 2," and he really just goes like, "Wish you wouldn't. Bye," and, like, leaves.
Just like the funniest like thing he could have said.
No,
Like it's so funny.
So funny.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so funny.
It's amazing, and it's just like, that's my worst nightmare.
Of
Horrible.
course. Oh my gosh. I
And
can't
it lasts for
literally
so
won't allow
long, it
myself to
kills
like
me.
imagine that because
Yeah.
I'll die. Like
No, but it's
so funny.
And
Yeah.
there's just, like, all these moments. One of the weddings, the bride doesn't really like him very much, so she sticks him at a table with all of his ex-girlfriends.
Yeah.
And he's just trapped, and they're, like, talking like, "You're that girl? He told me about you.
Yeah.
What about that girl? This girl, that
Yes.
girl." And it's, like, horribly painful.
Yeah. But it's just like that's like funny, clever writing.
Yeah.
Like and like all these like little pieces to throw in. Yeah.
Nope, it's so true. Also,
Do
they
you have anything
don't
else?
make insults like they do back then.
Or
Calling
just
her
that they
duck
do
face?
that they do in Britain.
Yeah,
like
no, that's true.
like that's a whole
That's
other
very, very
thing.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to share about
I feel like I had the most for this one.
Before Weddings? Oh, I love that.
Mr.
When did you see this one for the first time?
Ooh, this one probably high school. I think
Okay,
this might
okay.
have been my first rated R movie that I ever saw.
Ooh,
And so it was
okay.
like,
So you'll
okay.
never forget.
Yeah, so I'll
of
never
course.
forget
I think mine was Scream.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
pretty
there you
sure.
go. That's a good
I
one.
love it. It's such a good one. Anyways, keep going.
So yeah, it has a special place in my
I
heart for
love that.
The Mr. Bean cameo.
Yes. Yeah.
He's the worst priest ever.
Oh my gosh.
He
It's
has-
like, yeah.
He cannot pronounce anybody's names.
Nope.
Great.
It's so funny. Again, with the cameos. All your movies kind of have like these
Weird
random
cameos,
cameos.
yeah. And then I'm trying to think. There was one that I was going to say. I just feel there's also like this side point of Charles, the main guy,
Uh-huh.
his best friend is in love with him and like finally confesses
Yeah.
that. And it's
Oh, sweet Fiona.
sweet Fiona. And he
Gosh.
literally says like, "Darling Fee," when she tells him, and I'm like, I would
She's also stupid beautiful.
stupid, beautiful, classy.
It's crazy.
Amazing. And I'm like, you're not in love with her? That's crazy.
No, I know. That's like as I this. Oh, I forgot to mention. This was the one that I have seen of your four. This was the one that I have seen.
Yeah, if you're gonna see any of them.
I didn't remember a ton about this movie, but I remember thinking that I wish he would have ended up with Fiona, and I was curious to see if like that was gonna, if I was gonna feel the same, if it was gonna change. And I fear it stayed the same. I kind of wish that he was with Fiona.
Andy
I love
McDowell is
her.
great.
Yeah.
We love her. He and Fiona, it would have just been like this great plot twist.
Yes.
And for them
And
to,
friends
like,
to lovers, there's
friends-
always something special about that.
love
Like
friends to lovers.
anyways, yeah.
No,
but-
so and she like someone comes up to her at a wedding and she's like, "Are you here with anybody?" And she's like, "I've met the right man." And as long as he
Yeah.
exists, like nobody else will ever compare. And I'm like, the amount of
Ugh.
times I've felt that in my life.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one else will ever compare. It's just heartbreaking.
And then it's like, but then it's kind of nice because then you meet your next crush. And
then
it's
you meet,
like,
and it's like,
you meet the next one and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I could feel this way again. And it's like,
Yeah.
there's something so comforting about that.
no,
like,
there is. I remember the last
Ugh.
person I thought that about. Now I'm like, oh,
Oh,
interesting.
maybe.
Like, wouldn't
And like
wouldn't say
it's
that
gonna
now.
keep getting better and better
Yeah.
until like you find the one, and like there's just something so great about
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
No, there
So
is.
I like that.
One thing I will say about this movie, they made it into a Hulu miniseries. And
I think I remember hearing about that, and I haven't seen
good.
anything. Okay,
It's
I should
really,
watch it.
really
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Obviously they like have to take certain liberties, but
Uh-huh.
it is made once again. It's in London. It has like
as it should be. Yeah.
yeah,
It has
has great
to say British.
Yeah, there's like more complications to it, but it is 4 weddings and a
Okay, I
funeral,
love
and
it.
it's
Okay, I'll have to
amazing.
check it out because
Yeah.
I do remember. I think I remember hearing about that, but again, so much to watch, so little time. I
know,
was
and,
like
like,
sweating.
Yeah, there's so much to do.
There's so much to do. Okay, and I need that. That's
Yeah,
my list.
It's a good one.
No, yeah, I love it. It was a really fun rewatch. it had been years since
Yeah.
I'd seen it. So,
And I mean, Hugh Grant, you can't go wrong with Hugh
in
Grant.
his prime, this was like kind of like around the same time as like Notting Hill, which
Yeah.
like that's to me is like peak Hugh
Yeah.
Grant. I freaking love Notting Hill. And this is like similar time, like
Yeah.
floppy hair, like the glasses, or
Yeah,
everything.
very much
So,
heartthrob.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
yeah, his time.
Yeah, it's his time. It is. I love it. Anything else you want to share?
I think that's about it. On
Number 4. Yeah.
So yeah, number 4. What's up, Doc?
I hadn't seen this. I'm obsessed with this
Okay,
movie.
thank you. I'm so glad.
Oh my gosh, was this a fun movie? A little overview, please tell the people.
So
what a delight this movie is.
What's Up, Doc is a return to screwball comedies.
I think this was. I had so much fun watching all of yours. I think this was my favorite.
No, it's
like
here's the thing. This is my
love
number
it.
1 favorite. I saved it for
So
last
good.
for a
Oh,
reason.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
My favorite
I
movie of
love
all
this
time.
movie.
So you have Barbara Streisand and Ryan O'Neal, which amazing. Already
So
off the bat.
beautiful. Yes, just
Like,
2 of the most beautiful people you can imagine.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
And so basically the premise, it has the longest intro of
It
all
does.
time,
It does.
of all time. And then you finally get to this like opening page and it says like it all started with 4 identical suitcases. And so there's these plaid suitcases.
Yes.
And they all contain something, but everybody is trying to basically, so Ryan O'Neal, Howard Bannister, as in sliding down the, he has his Tambula igneous rock because he's a musicologist that studies rock.
Just the most random
The
of
most
fields.
random
Like the
of all
most
time.
like
Yeah.
he's
And
so
he's
weird
there
and funny.
For a musicology conference.
Of
He's
course.
trying to get a grant.
Mhm,
They're in San
mhm.
Francisco. And then Judy Maxwell, who's Barbara Streisand, she has her clothes.
Of course.
Matching briefcases.
Everything that she wears in this movie and like,
it's
oh my
incredible.
gosh. Oh,
It's
incredible.
beautiful.
Incredible. Yeah.
So
She has hers.
Yeah, the only time it's really acknowledged before the end is at one point she's like, "Hey, you have a suitcase just like mine." And they're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
In the side plots, we have this man who has secret government documents.
Yeah.
And a man following him around, trying to be inconspicuous,
Yep.
holding golf clubs.
Yep.
And because they're in San Francisco, as he follows him around, he has to get rid of more and more golf clubs.
Yep.
Because they're heavy. And so he's walking around with just the bag, with no golf clubs.
It's so funny. Oh yeah. Isn't there?
And then
What's in the last one?
Then there's
forgetting.
This rich heiress
Yes.
is in this hotel and
Yes.
she has all of her jewels.
Her jewelry, of
and
course.
So she comes to the front desk and she's telling them like, I'm gonna keep these in the hotel safe starting tomorrow, but he's like, I've got this guy on the case, he's gonna steal them from her room.
Yeah.
Chaos ensues when they all get mixed up because it's the late 60s, early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Every door of this hotel is basically unlocked. And so it's this constant.
Oh yeah.
They're on the 17th floor.
Yep.
And the guy with the documents hides his briefcase somewhere, but then he goes back to get it and then sees somebody else with it. Nobody ever thinks, hey,
perhaps there's more than one.
Perhaps there's more than one.
Yeah.
And so also Judy Maxwell, to be Judy Maxwell, and chaos just ensues.
Yes.
Wherever she goes.
She's like the most quirky, almost feels like too little to her. And again, I do mean that as like a compliment because she's so fun and like
it really is like
weird
she is the
and like
screwball in the
she is
comedy.
She's like the star. She's of like every party, everyone loves her, and she's like she's just so fun and weird.
So she's causing car crashes.
Yes.
She's causing so many things. Like her first meeting with Howard Bannister is in this drugstore. Imagine coming up to a man in a drugstore and just like hitting on him
so
mercilessly.
hard. Like she
so
hits on
hard.
him so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Just,
so
like,
funny.
literally pretends to be his wife so that he'll
Yes.
buy a radio. Like, she doesn't have a room at the hotel.
Yes.
She's, like, conning her way into this room
Yes.
at the hotel. She then goes to the musicology conference as his fiance
It's so
when his
funny.
fiance can't make it.
Yeah.
This is Madeline Kahn's acting debut.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Madeline Kahn is
She's really funny in this.
she's
Yeah.
amazing and it hilarious.
Yeah.
We love her. And she is just, like, very uptight. Eunice Burns.
Yes. And so is Howard. He's very
uptight.
super uptight, but so, like, shy and
So
awkward and withdrawn and, like, nervous
doesn't
and
know what
anxious.
to do with Judy
No.
because Judy's just like
Doesn't know what to do about
"Hey."
anything, really.
And
Like,
she
yeah.
she keeps calling him Steve
Yes.
instead of Howard. We don't know why.
Yes.
But, like, she just, like, will not call him Howard.
Yes.
She will only call him
Yes.
Steve. And so it ends up being that these cases all get mixed up.
Yeah.
And they have to figure out a way to get them all back to their rightful owners. But in the process, he's trying to get this grant. There's this iconic chase scene through San Francisco.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. And also, it's the reason. So there's still lasting damage to the city today because of this movie.
Are you
The
serious?
steps that they drive down, there's still damage. The permits for movies in San
my gosh.
Francisco since this movie have gotten so crazy tight because of
Because
the
they
damage.
broke San Francisco.
Yeah, because they didn't ask for a permit.
Oh my gosh.
All they did, basically, the director, he literally, the very first scene that you see Judy Maxwell, there's 2 cars that crash. He didn't have the budget to get 2 more cars. What he did instead is he rented 2 cars, got liability insurance, and had them crash. Like, he's just
Insane behavior.
Like, it's crazy.
I love the dedication that people
Yeah.
have to making their movies.
Oh, yeah. So
Absolute
every
nuts.
part of this San Francisco chase scene is crazy.
It's insane. It involves bicycles, like, again, multiple cars, like
VW bugs,
yep.
a Chinese dragon.
Yes. Yes.
I know. She and Howard get this, like, milk delivery bike.
Yep.
So
Yes, yeah.
Because they get all 4 cases and they're like, we just need to get away so that they know there's people with guns chasing them.
Yeah.
There's people, because the mob is trying to get the jewels. The guy who thinks he's doing good for the government is trying to get the documents. Judy just wants her clothes.
Yes.
Howard just wants his rocks.
His precious rocks.
His
He
precious
loves his rocks so deeply.
He loves them so much.
Yeah.
And so they're just trying to get away. They go through Chinatown.
Yep.
They literally are riding and she's like, I can't see anything. He's like, there's not much to see. We're inside a Chinese dragon. And, like, that's pretty much
There's
the whole...
so many, like, one-liners in here that were so funny. Like,
So, yeah.
oh my gosh.
The reason that this is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
So my grandma, this was her favorite movie.
Oh,
And so
grandma has good taste.
yeah.
I love it.
Great taste. And so every time we were with her and we would do granddaughters weekends growing up, we would watch this movie. And she would, nothing made her laugh harder than this movie. And just giggle and chuckle and, like,
yes,
cackle, laugh so hard.
I love that.
So I've seen this movie upwards of probably 60 times.
I love that.
I watched it again last night. First time with my roommate, and I'm just, like,
She loved it.
quoting it the whole
It's
time.
so funny. Oh my gosh, one of the parts that I love so much that I wrote down, and he's like, again, this is, like, one of the first times they're interacting, but she is, like, right here. She's, like, so close to, I don't, like, I'm holding my hand very close, listeners, like, to my face.
Like, literally nose to nose.
Nose to nose. And he's like, must you stand so close? And she says, oh, I'm very nearsighted. And I'm like, oh, I love that. I love that. There's just, like, all these one-liners, and so funny. Like,
Yeah.
I love that makes you think of your grandma.
Yeah.
I think that's so fun. Is she still around?
She is not. So she passed away in 2022.
Okay.
And she just, like, this movie was everything to her.
I love that.
And, like, oh, I'll get emotional, but she just, like, loved it.
Yeah.
And I can hear her laugh when I watch it. Oh, but,
I love
like, it's
that.
so funny and just, once again, like, so underrated.
Yes.
Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
You think of Barbara Streisand and, like, most people think of Fanny Bryce or anything else like that.
Yes.
And I think of this.
Yes.
It's just so funny, and my cousins and I, after I watched it last night, I texted them because I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
we need to have a watch night of What's Up
Yeah.
Doc because it's been a minute, and I just think it's the
Mhm.
funniest, and, like, they make a lot of references to, like, Cary Grant, and they consulted a lot with, like,
Yeah.
people who had worked with Cary Grant.
Yep.
Um, and they just did such an excellent job. Their singing,
Yes.
there's, like she
Yes.
sings to him at one point, the end credits, it's the 2 of them singing
Yes.
to each other,
It's kind
which
of
is
got it all.
yeah, no, it
Like, it's
literally
a crowd
has
pleaser,
all of it.
really.
It's one of those I think one thing I love about it, like, being a comfort movie is that, I am, like, big multitasker, which we
Yeah.
talked about, but so much happens in the silence of this movie.
Yeah.
And so, like, you have to be paying attention, and so
Yeah.
I have to put down my phone, I have to put down any distractions,
Yeah.
I can't do this while I puzzle, I can't do
Yeah.
this while I do anything else because so much happens in the silence.
Right.
And, like, there's just silent, hysterical moments where
Yes.
you're like
It's like the physical comedy, and it's like the
yeah, and
totally.
you're just like, "Okay, this is crazy."
Yeah.
Also, this movie could never happen today.
No.
Just 0%
No.
chance.
Oh, no.
There's so
Yeah.
much about it, like, just the room swapping,
Yes,
the
that's, like, logistically just the way that things work now, and that's
yeah.
why, like
No, and
yeah.
it's just incredible, and also, like, one of the very last scenes, they're in an airport, everyone's going their separate ways, and you see
Yeah.
the guy who was trying to get the government
Yep.
documents has them, but the guy who originally had them wants them back, and so he's walking around with bolt cutters, like, under his jacket, and I'm like, "What in the pre-9/11 world is going on?"
Like, no chance that it could even happen today.
I know, like, and
Ugh.
there's just, like, these phone booths everywhere, and you're
Yes.
just like, "This could not happen."
Yes.
Like, everyone has physical keys on their rooms. Everyone's just
Yeah.
like everything's connected.
Yep.
They can all look under the doors of the
Yeah.
hotel rooms. They're,
Yep.
like,
Yep.
laying on the floor looking.
Yep.
I'm like, "This could just never
Things are
happen."
built different now. Like, it's
I'm trying to think if there's any
yeah.
other
Gosh, this
super
movie was so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it so much. And it is and guess what? They do fall in love at the end.
They do.
Through a line of love.
Yeah.
Again, it's delightful. Yeah.
No, honestly, and I just like I love that they fall and he really is just, like, enchanted with her.
Yeah.
Because Eunice, his fiancé everybody
Yeah.
has a fiancé that they're not supposed to be with.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But she is just, like, very type A and just kinda trying to boss him around,
Mhm.
and Judy is this free spirit.
Yes.
Like, beyond
Yeah.
free spirit.
Yeah.
Just
Everything's gonna work out. She's gonna find a
Yeah.
hotel room. Like, she's
been
like
to, like, 13 different universities
yes.
trying to get a degree in
Yep.
something.
Yep.
And, like, he's just enchanted with her.
Mhm.
Also, like, I truly believe Judy Maxwell walked so Lorelai Gilmore could run because the fast talking
Oh, yes.
is incredible.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen it.
She does. She talks very
Yeah.
she's very quick, very witty. Like,
It's very
yes.
Lorelai Gilmore quote, where
Yeah.
she's just like this. Like
Yeah.
I've tried.
She's,
Those are
like,
the parts
quick.
of the movie that I can't quote after all this
Yes.
time. Where
Yeah.
I'm like, I
And
can't speak that.
it also, like, makes you kinda jealous. You're like, "Man, I wish I could talk like that.
I
I wish
know.
I was that funny." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all I want in life is to be able to approach a man in a drugstore when he's dinging against
Yep,
a
yep,
rock
yep, yep.
trying to hear it
Yep.
and say, "What's up, doc?" While chewing on
Yes.
some carrots. Like, are you kidding?
I love it. Gosh, this movie's so cute and fun and
No,
charming.
I'm
and, like,
so glad that you liked it.
I loved
It's
it. It was so fun.
Yeah.
So funny, so romantic, so everything.
Yeah.
It was so good. Yeah.
I think
This one is one that I just feel like everyone can
it's
love.
a classic.
Yeah.
And it really I was looking at the like IMDb trivia and
Mhm.
it's on a lot of classic lists.
Yeah.
For like especially
yeah.
screwball comedy,
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep.
But it's also not one that you hear about
Right.
a ton.
Let's
you
talk
either
about it more.
know it-
Or you don't. And
Yeah.
it's upsetting. Yeah, no, we need to, like, everyone needs to talk about it.
I know.
think,
I'm like,
really.
you either know it really well or
Yes.
you really don't.
Yeah.
It kind of, it gives that kind
Yeah.
of vibe. But
Yeah.
I'm just utterly obsessed with it. Ever since I saw it last night, I was like, oh, I should get a What's Up Doc tattoo. I don't know what
you
I'm
should.
going to.
Ooh, but you could find something good. Even the bag would be
I've thought,
so
I know, I'm like,
cute.
should I get the
Would you to get it
bag?
in color? Because I think that'd be really cool with the red.
All of my
and,
other
like-
ones are in really dark brown.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, this might be my
That'd be
first color
really
tattoo.
cute. Worth it.
Worth it for sure.
I think that would be I think you should do it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so cool.
And like the girl who's done my other tattoos does like realism ones, so I'm like, I could make it look like the
that
real
would
bag if I
look
wanted
so
to.
cool.
So
Oh my gosh.
that might be
Okay.
coming.
Next time I see you.
Yes, exactly.
Just tattoo the bag. And I just love that it makes you think of your grandma.
Yes.
And like it just connects you to her, and
Yeah.
I love that. That's how we keep the people that we love alive, is
Yeah.
like watching the things that were important to them and remembering their laugh and
Yeah.
like remembering what they were like. And
There's
I
so
love
much of her
that.
that like when she passed, we were like, she was taking care of everybody else. We don't like
yeah.
know what her favorite things were.
Yes.
Like, what was her favorite meal? What was her favorite color?
Yes.
And I'm like, this was her favorite
Ugh.
movie. This was her
Yes.
favorite way to laugh.
I also think that like that's kind of special too, because I think that for that generation, especially in like kind of our grandmas and stuff, is like constant taking care of other people.
Yeah.
You kind of like, in a lot of ways, you sometimes don't know what their favorite stuff, and maybe they don't even know of like have taken care of everyone for so long, and they've given kind of their lives to everyone else that they don't even know like what they love. And so I love that she loved this, and you know that she loved this.
Yeah. Like,
so
I know that about her. And
yes,
every
that
time
one's
I'm
more
like,
special.
This is just
I love
amazing.
That.
So
I
so
love
good.
that. What was her name?
Linda.
Linda.
We
Linda
love
loves
Linda.
What's Up Dog.
Linda loves What's Up,
Oh,
Doc.
that's so
Yes.
sweet. No, that's like anything else you want to say? That's like the best way to end it on your
I'm
grandma.
trying to even
Anything
think.
else?
I mean, these are just like all good comfort movies.
Yeah.
Like
Feel good.
Yeah.
Like definition.
And
yeah.
I mean, especially What's Up, Doc. Like it can make me laugh.
Yeah.
Like, when my grandpa then passed 2 years after her, I just remember watching this.
Like I got put on. I have to
like,
laugh.
I
yes.
can laugh.
Yes.
I can laugh with this no matter what.
Yes.
And so like, if you need them, they're good.
Oh,
and they
I
all
love it.
have happy endings, which I'm a really big proponent
Yes.
of.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Such a good forward. This was so fun.
Yes. Absolutely.
I love it. Anything else you want to share? Anything you want to like, I don't know, plug, or anything you want to, I don't know, some people want to share their Instagram, like anything you want. You don't have to necessarily.
I
But
feel like a big thing, especially as women, we're kind of looked down upon for liking romantic comedies.
yes.
And like,
how dare we want
I
love?
know.
How dare a human
And I'm
person
like,
want companionship?
you know what? Like, let's try to get rid of that stigma. Like,
Yes.
you're allowed to love what you love.
Yes.
And like,
And boys, you're allowed to want love too. Please,
Yes.
like gentlemen, like
no,
it's okay.
I've met more men lately, like one in particular that has been like so gentle and like actually wants that sort of thing, where I'm like, oh, like
again, they're out there. Like
They're out
again,
there.
like
the
if we are
stereotype.
like so again, love, like we're not the only ones.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. Again, that's comforting. So
yeah, it's just
I
because
love it.
like society's told you that it's silly and
It's not
frivolous.
silly.
It's not.
And you're not any
It
less for
makes
wanting it.
the most money out of all of the genres.
Yeah.
Same books and movies.
Women spend, baby.
Women spend.
And women are the most generous with their money, and women save the most. Anyways, I could go on forever. I'm like
soapbox forever.
And I will, but that's a podcast for another time. Sarah, you're the best. Thank you so much. This was so fun. For everyone else, we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.